Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet Kim and this really nice Class C, and we're going to learn all about her story and why she's here and where she's going. So Kim, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
And let's start right there. We're in the middle of the desert in Parker, Arizona, outside of, and how did you end up here in a Class C?
Well, the short story is I was up in Big Bear spending the winter. That set me on a path of needing camping survival equipment in case there was a big snowstorm and we lost power. And then good old YouTube started sending me down RVing, full-time RVing, solo women RVers, Carolyn's videos, your videos, and there you go. I got the bug.
So our efforts at hypnotism have worked.
Absolutely.
We took over your life. This really is a cult, and you are under my control.
Yes.
Okay.
Full disclosure.
No, that's true. No, that's true. No, that's not a word of. Could I control you no matter how hard I tried? Not a chance.
I don't think anybody could.
No, I don't think so either. So none of that's true. But you were kind of hypnotized by the idea.
Yes.
And I hear that a lot, that, wow, here's a whole new way of thinking I've never
Absolutely.
even considered.
I never camped, never RV'd, and really, to a big extent, watching Carolyn going, well, she's doing that. I could probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out about the gathering in Quartzsite. So I rented an RV last year. Came down to Quartzsite, didn't know about the RTR. I was so disappointed. But I showed up on the last day. I guess there were people that still had a little bit more time on permits, so they were hanging out. So I
Yes.
sort of did the post-RTR. And then this year, I had my own rig, and I came back, and I got to fully participate in it, and it was fantastic.
So you said the magic words that I'm trying to communicate to everyone. I can do that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And
that's
trust me,
great.
if I can do it, I have anxiety. I'm a little sheltered. I'm not really a princess, but I'm kind of a germaphobe. So if I could take on all that, anybody can.
Good, yeah. And so just tell us briefly about your rig. It's been really wonderful for you so far.
Yeah, it has been a learning curve, and it's been an adventure, and it hasn't been easy. But I'm valuing everything I'm getting out of this because I'm learning so much. You know, now I know about solar, now I know about electric, now I know about this. All these things I never thought were going to be in my wheelhouse. I'm expanding and becoming more self-reliant. So this is Scout. Scout is a 1996 Friendly Flyer by Damon. And Damon doesn't even exist anymore. I think they got bought by Thor or something.
They're all buying each other up.
So I thought older rig, better price, lower miles, and then welcome to the land of lot rot. So I have been paying the price because Scout wasn't used much. So they call it the shakeout. So I've been getting the shakeout where all the things are going wrong because I'm using it now. And that lovely cushion, I've only been on the road for 3.5 months, and or 3 months, my cushion's gone. But I'll just keep rolling. I'll figure it out.
Your cushion meaning your emergency savings.
Yes, I started on the road with $2,000. I thought, $2,000 surely's got to last for a few, little snafus. Yeah.
And you put it all into the rig.
And then some.
Kind of sounds like Carolyn's story. You
Matilda
admired
too.
her, so here you are.
I didn't mean to follow exactly in her footsteps.
Well, maybe there's a story in there that old rigs can be real problems, and that's just all there is to it.
Yeah, I often tell people that there is a special place in hell reserved for the guy who sold me this rig. He saw me coming, and there you go. And I had an inspector too, so much for that theory.
Oh, and you had someone inspect it.
I did, but you know what I would tell everybody and I would do next time is I went with someone who was a RV inspector. That's what they do. Then, with all the work I've had done, I went to someone who works on rigs and has for 30 years. I would never use an RV inspector. I did my training. I got my certificate. It's not the same. Somebody who works on these things, been there, done it, seen it all. Yeah, that's a much better way to go.
So if you can maybe go down to your local RV center, talk to some of the techs and say, hey, can I hire you once you're on your time off, and will you go and look at rigs with me?
Yeah, or even I found a mobile guy who was really good out there on the road.
So he does mobile calls to RVs.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have just met you at that other RV and spent an hour looking at you and charged you the hour.
Absolutely.
And he knew what he was doing.
Oh my, he noticed so many things that when he pointed them out to me, they were so obvious. Like a simple one is I have brand new wheel wells, whatever the heck those are, on the front. He's like, Kim, this has been in a front end collision. Nobody replaces wheel wells.
No one places
you don't.
wheel wells.
That is an indication of a front impact. Now, he also made me feel better that structurally it's okay, but I mean, that's something that I would have expected. I was paying the guy $500. He should have pointed that one out to me.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, that is really good advice, folks. So I'm really, especially the idea of finding a mobile tech.
Yeah.
He'll just meet you at your rig, and he'll do an hour's worth of work.
Yeah. I would just ask.
And
I
maybe
would ask
he'll
how
make a-
long he's been in business, because
Right.
the longer he has, the more
He'll pick all
things
these
he's
things
seen.
up.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll make you an offer on. Of course, I guess that would give him a motive to lie to you, but he could make you an offer on some of the most important repairs.
Yeah. The reason I say mobile is because I found, right, I'm out on the road and I know people find RVs outside of where they're situated. So,
You may have to go to the rig to buy it, and that happens an awful lot, especially
Yeah.
with Craigslist.
yeah.
Or searching an RV. You might find an RV in a dealer 200 miles away.
Yep.
Right. So, very good. That's a great idea. Thank you. That alone is worth the
I'm
tip.
glad my lesson could benefit everyone.
That's how this works.
Right.
I've made all the mistakes, and I'm trying to tell you about them.
Exactly.
So together, we've made mistakes. Okay, and so so you were in Big Bear,
Yes.
and you love the idea of camping, and you started looking into it. What was it that motivated you?
So, on my journey into camping gear and RV, I also came across a lot of the prepping information. So that really got a hold of me. And I've been, not trying to find myself, but I recognize that I bought a portable solar generator. I love it, and it costs a lot of money. And when that payment went through, the moment it went through, I felt like I want a t-shirt that says it's official. I'm a prepper. Like, that was really taking a step of putting my money where my mouth is. So now, no matter what happens, as long as we have sun, I've got electricity.
Good.
I've got power. So
That's a wonderful thing, no matter what you do in life.
yes. And then, of course, the RV is self-contained, and that, all kind of goes crazy. I can hang out somewhere like this while things calm down. And
So
I've
the
got all my
first
things.
motto of most preppers, survivalists, is have a bug-out vehicle and a bug-out bag, and there it is.
Yes, except for the mechanical sound part. But besides
Yeah.
that.
Well, you'll work all that out, like it or not.
Right.
So,
I might not be bugging very far.
Yes.
I might be bugging in.
But you actually have another motive. You're looking for a place to settle.
I am, because I don't get itchy feet like you, and if something's pretty, I could stare at it forever. And I also recognize in my hopping around, I really like being one place and really getting to know it well. So the thing is, I'm from Southern California. I've been in Vegas for 12 years. I'm so done with this type of sun, more sun. So you call it snowbirds? I'm a sunbird. I want to go where it's cold and where there's snow. So I'm actually going to go find a new home in the Pacific Northwest. And rather than rent apartments and this, I thought, hey, this is the perfect way to roll up in a town, put myself, in an RV park for a month or 2 or 3, find the groomer, find the spiritual community, get a part-time job, and just check out a town and see if it's like somewhere that I would like to buy some property or put a tiny house up or something like that.
So it's kind of your search vehicle. You're searching.
It is. And Scout, appropriately named.
Appropriately named. And once you get there, you can live in it.
Yep.
On your solar will all transfer over.
Yep.
And it can still be a bug-out vehicle.
Absolutely.
If you need it.
And I wouldn't mind being closer to Canada,
Right, right. And so you're thinking kind of people who heard, when you first said Pacific Northwest, I thought rain.
Right.
I didn't think snow. I thought rains, but that's not what you have in mind.
I'm actually heading towards the east coast of Washington, sort of Spokane,
Right.
Coeur d'Alene. I don't know. I'm going to go check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll fall in love with something in Oregon, because I am going to go that route. I'm open.
Right.
I'm open. I just sort of have an idea, And then there's however it's going to unfold.
Right. And that's the beauty of the freedom that this gives you.
Right.
You can just let it unfold. I'm a
So
big
true.
believer in life just unfolding in front of you.
And Miss Control Freak, this is another level of awesomeness of like, I keep making plans and then that is not how anything goes. So surrender, surrender, surrender.
I think that's the very best possible life.
Constantly.
I really do. So is there a way people can contact you on social media?
Yeah, I go by Rometown Girl. So rometowngirl.com is where my blog is. I have a YouTube channel that has one video. I keep threatening to get on top of that one day. But rometowngirl.com works for now.
Okay. So one thing my viewers will be interested in is how are you supporting yourself? You mentioned you started out with an emergency fund and it's basically gone.
Right. Well, so what I did is my job, I was working as an administrative assistant for 9.5 years, and they eliminated my position, which was fine by me. So I got a severance package, which was followed by unemployment, and I am the allocation queen. So I made sure that I was setting money aside, and I basically set enough money aside to get me till, I think, May 1st. And I have a little bit of money in a 401k that I don't really want to touch,
Right.
but it's there.
It's there. So it really is truly the final fallback.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And so you and I've known several people that did this who lost their jobs, figured out how much money they had, divided by how many months they would go, and then just are living on it by the month.
Yes,
So by May, you need to find another job and have another income.
yes.
Right. Okay, and then so
But the
that's
good news is with the RV, it's much lower than when I had my house.
right. Your expenses are so low now.
So low, so
Yes.
much lower.
Okay, well, folks, I hope you got something out of this. We're going to go ahead and go inside and take the tour, and that will be a separate video. And so if you got anything out of this, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.